Hello everyone. I don't really do videos like this, but I mean, I don't know what the crossover is, how big of a crossover is with crystals and stones. With tarot collecting videos, I don't think you're really gonna see like many crystal collection videos from tarot collectors. I don't think so, at least. I mean, most of my content focuses on tarot collecting, reading the tarot, and practicing with tarot. I want to shift over more. I'm going to start my beginner tarot video series soon. I don't know why I said it that way. But anyways, but recently though, my interests have expanded to more things that you're going to see on like an altar space, I feel. And that's really where I use stones and crystals and stuff like that. Maybe a bit of like grounding, calming little meditations, just like a few minute things. It's small steps. But nothing too crazy or out there. I have yet to do really any real work. Well, some work, but not heavy work with stones. But I'm it's the collection is the collection itch is starting with crystals and stones, and so I'm like, I'm gonna show what I have. And so these so I want to show you what I got so far. Some of these I have no idea what they are. Don't come at me, I don't know what they are, particularly these. For the most, but for sure I know some of these are agates. Don't come at me for the pronunciations, I don't care. Agates, and I'm not sure what else. This stone, I believe, is dyed. And this was, I think, from one of the stones that probably, like, my niece and nephew know that I like crystals and stones and stuff. So, like, when they go out to places, they'll have those little areas where you can get a little bag and you can fill the bag up with these stones. And this one was one of those, I believe. But I believe this one's dyed. Like, they dye it. And I saw some on websites, some people advertising and selling dyed stones. Why? I'm not sure. I find that very strange. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. But I don't think pink like this. I think the closest we're gonna get to a pink like this, a magenta-y, pinky, pink, like this. I can't really think of anything that comes like in this color. I'm sure there are. I'm sure someone in the comments is gonna be like, this stone. Other than maybe like rose quartz, but even rose quartz doesn't necessarily look like this. You know what I mean? Anyways, so yeah, these are all like the ones I don't really have a good idea as to what they are. These might be amethyst, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure. But I know for sure like I believe this is those like agates. I believe. It's those like layering crystals. You usually see them, I think, within geodes, when you crack them open or slice them in half, you're gonna get these. Uh so yeah. I do like the rippling patterns on these, and I like the colors on them. But again, I don't know. This one too. This one's been with me for quite a while. I think I've shown it before, but I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm gonna put these away, and then we're gonna get into the more fun stuff because I know what these are, because I know what the other ones are. The rest, these I have no idea. You're not. I don't know. I don't know. And these here are just rocks that I found at the beach, except this one. I'm not sure where this one came from. It is slightly polished, but I do not know where she came from. But these I know I found at the beach. And yeah, there's a few others that I found on the beach, but these were like small enough to fit with these, so they're gonna stay here with these. Okay, so the next ones that I have are in this little red box. And this is a mix of things going on here. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Okay, so these are ones that I know for sure. I'm like 99% sure as to what these are. So yeah, we're gonna go through them. So this is a piece of fossilized wood. I know that for a fact. And then these here are red jasper. I believe this. I don't think this is red jasper. No, I don't think so. But this is like a little, I had a little set of chakra stones that come with them, and each one represents the different chakras, as one would expect with the, when I say chakra set, you know? We have these. I believe this one's lapis lazuli. This one might be amethyst. This one, I'm not sure what this one is. This one I believe is carnelian. I could be wrong. This one I believe is quartz. There's one more. Where is she? Here she is. This I believe is aventurine. Green aventurine. I believe this is for the heart chakra. I could be wrong. I don't know much on the chakras. It's not a thing that I really think about. I don't think I'll ever go too deep into them. But, you know, I think it's parts of the body, I think, maybe. But I don't know. I don't know. But again, here we are. So yeah, then we have these here are dice from, oh my gosh, Zia Hunt. Alexandria Huntington. She made these dice as, I think you can get the, I think I got them as a add-on with this mat actually, and she did a Kickstarter for a few mat designs, I think, and I believe you should be able to get these mats and these dice on her shop now, as well as her tarot decks. And I don't know, I believe she does plan on doing oracle decks, but I think she only has technically one oracle deck with the nameless one. But anyways, this is hematite, and this is not sure. She said what it was, and I'm sure I can look it up, but I don't want to. It might be another banded agate or something. Looks like, I want to call it onyx, but I could be wrong because of the black, but I don't think so. And then we have here, I'm not sure what this one, this is another one I do not know. I can recognize it. I've seen the stone before. Let me see if I can get it close to the camera so you guys can see it, if it will show. If my camera will, there we go. You know, this right here, I know that's going to be like, people are going to see that and we're like, oh, it's that, but I cannot remember for the life of me what it's called. This is obsidian. This came in like a little candle. You melt the candle and you're able to get the stones after, along with this one, I believe is amethyst, and this quartz right here. Just a little rough cut. Also, don't mind my blister. Don't look at it. Don't look at her. It hurts. And then this has, oh, this is also a paper that has a password on it. Not for you guys. I cannot remember. Oh, this has a specific name for it, but it's called like peacock something because of its colors. It's nicknamed peacock something, but it has an actual name, but I cannot remember the name. It's like, it sounds like chalcopyrite, some shit like that. It's around one of those weird sounding crystal names, and I can't never really remember, but it's so beautiful. But I always know it's like the peacock stone is what I call it. And then here we have a nice little big chunk of pyrite, little tumblestone of pyrite right here. And then this is a recent acquisition. This is silicone, right? Silicone. I don't know. There is a difference, but silicon, as in Silicon Valley, it's what they use for computer chips and all that stuff. So it's I would associate the stone with probably mercury. So yeah, and which is one thing that I want to look at more, the astrological correspondences to stones. This was a little stone that I got at a little museum up north while I was visiting my boyfriend. I don't know what it is, but it's white. Which I feel like 90% of working with stones is just based on color and the colors that the stones have, which again brings me to that weird dyed stone. Like, what? This is a worry stone. I'm not sure where exactly I got this from. I think it was a gift. And yeah, you just, you know, hold on to it. And I believe it's rose quartz. I know it's a type of quartz. And then here's another piece of quartz right here. And I should have put this with these because I have quite a few other quartz pieces. I mean, quartz is kind of like the go-to generic, you know, stone to kind of go with. I believe this is sodalite. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. Check me on that. But I know this is lapis lazuli. I mean, you can't mistake that dark blue anywhere. And then this is hematite. I know. And then turquoise, which is a very rough cut turquoise. It's not polished or tumbled. So yeah, and that's what I keep in here. This one, because this is like, these are like the ones, I know what they are. I know what you are. Okay. I'm gonna put them away. I used to keep them with all those other ones that I didn't know, but I was like, no, I know what you are. We're gonna keep you separate. Then we have here my quartz pieces next. Now let's go through some of these. These were like all tumbled. I'm not even sure if this could actually be considered quartz, just because there's like some inclusions in it that just make it look. I'm questioning its quartziness, if it counts as quartz, and its color as well. But I could be wrong. But like these for sure, these two for sure are little tumbled quartz pieces, along with this one too. But there's one that I have that has inclusions in it. Yeah, this one I believe is smoky quartz, and you can see it's like, I believe it's rutilated as well. I think that's what they call that when it has those types of inclusions in there. If my camera will behave, those little, that right there, those 3 stripes, those little, like, they look like sparks or shoots striking through, piercing the crystal. So yeah, and then this one here, oh, it's a tiny one. And then this used to be for a pendulum. I don't know what happened to the chain. Don't ask me. I don't really work with pendulums much, and it feels off to have it like that. I don't know. I'm not really drawn to pendulum work, but it's a quartz crystal, and I don't know, something about it. It feels off. And then this is probably like the oldest quartz that I've had, and I've honestly doubted if it was quartz or just glass. But after looking at it and comparing it to a piece that I've actually got that was like this confirmed quartz, and seeing it, and I was like, okay, there's similarities in how it is like that striation. I don't know if you can tell by the light reflecting off of it, those little streaky, stripy type of textures right there, how it's textured, it's not smooth. But yeah, and now I have 2 quartz. Is that new? Did I drop this? I don't think so. No, I don't remember dropping it, but yeah. And then one of my favorite pieces of quartz, this is smoky quartz. I love holding this piece. It just fits well in the hand for me. It's just, I saw it and I was like, this is one that I want. When I was looking for a clear quartz, I kept like humming and hawing of whether which one to get, and I settled on this one. And I do like her. I do like how she looks. So yeah, those are my quartz. That's all my quartz right there. I don't know where to put them. I'll put them over here to the side. Then I have, let's go to my selenites. I have some selenite. I had a selenite sphere, but it fell and broke. And selenite's probably like the go-to, like probably second to quartz, just because of how it looks. I mean, you see a piece of selenite, it's gonna be beautiful, but again, it's a very delicate crystal. I think I need to dust this. You need to wipe it off, but yeah, this is a little selenite pillar that my mother got me, I believe, or one of my sisters. I could be wrong, but it's I like it. This is what's so cool about selenite, associated with the moon, and so if you have any lunar work to do, I think this is a crystal you wanna work with. All right, I don't know what this is. I found this one, and this quartz, I'm not sure if it's even quartz. Milky quartz? I have no idea. Don't come at me. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I don't really like crystals like this. I have only one other one right here. This is citrine, but I don't feel like it feels. I don't know. Something about it just doesn't make me want to like do the work with it. You know, it's something about how it works. I'd rather have something like this or like this, you know, to hold on to with something more with more weight and presence. So yeah, I believe this is, I don't know if this is soapstone. I could be wrong, but it is, I was told that it does retain coldness quite well. And it's a very beautiful yellow stone. It's one of the only yellow rocks that I have in my collection. So yeah, but I don't know what exactly it could be. It would be called. So yeah. Then we have here, this one was from my mother. She had this egg for quite a while, just always decorating in the living room or whatever. I always liked it, and so I've co-opted it. But it's marble. It's just a black marble egg, and I think, you know, I think for maybe some, just to absorb energy. That's usually what black stones are used for absorbing energy. I believe quartz is used for amplifying. Don't come at me. I don't know. I'm looking into it. This is an eye of Shiva. I don't know what exactly it's made out of. Probably agate. Probably aventurine, maybe. With the maybe. I could be wrong, but yeah, it's supposed to. It looks like an eye, you know. But I always look at it. It always looks like this to me. So yeah, this is. Oh my gosh, is this also agate? Or maybe I'm mistaken and it's malachite? No. It's agate, right? What was the name? I could be wrong. But yeah, it's a beautiful heavy green stone here. I wish they were able to polish it here, but this is what it used to look like. But it's, I mean, that's just cool on its own to look at it like that. So yeah. And that one's more, I've used it more for decor. But I'll have to look at what exactly I would put it down, because usually I have like a little space with a statue of Lucifer that my friend, my good friend, my tarot godmother Natalia Ouroboros tarot shrink on here. Well, I don't know. She I believe her channel is still up, but she's kind of like gone offline for recently. So yeah. But I have that statue of Lucifer there. I have a few other stuff, a lot of stuff that she's given me, and a few other stuff there. And I have my card of the day that I put there, and whatever. Depending on the card, I'll set out some stones that I feel match up with the card. Don't ask me to show you what, because it's still, it's personal at the moment. It's still like, you know, it's like I don't need to bother with people correcting me on something that I know is probably not accurate. Just let me do my thing. Look, I can see a little shard of selenite right there. I'm gonna have to clean this up a bit. I'm waiting. I know you're looking at this one. I'm not gonna touch it until later, and I'm gonna tell you why in a bit. Which is kind of like a thing you should note with all of your stones. Like selenite, you don't bathe with selenite. You know, it's you're gonna dissolve your rock, and some rocks you don't really want to touch because the chemical makeup of them is gonna mess with you a bit. So yeah, ooh, careful with the spheres. Let's start with the spheres so that so I can put them away and they're not rolling around. And this is the same stone as this, if I'm not mistaken. If not, it's amethyst. But I'm like 90% sure, if I remember correctly, this is galena. Spoiler alert. So yeah, and I should have saved that for last too, because galena is lead. which I think if you're going to work with the crystals themselves, you should know what they're made up of. And lead, it's a lead something. It's something about it. But from this, people get lead from it. Lead and I think some silver as well, but particularly lead. And that it makes it a Saturnian stone, though the purple would probably make you want to work with it like you would amethyst. But and here's the one tiger's eye sphere that I have. I think I had like another. Yeah, I do have another tiger's eye here. This is another gift from my tarot godmother. He's a little dusty, but you can still see in here. He's giving xenomorph, you know. He's giving scary. He's giving horror, you know. But I do like how he looks. But I think a tiger's eye should always, preferably, be in a sphere. Because, I mean, it's in the name. It's like an eyeball. You're holding an eyeball. Next, we have these 2 eggs. I cannot remember what this stone is called. I could be completely wrong as to what this stone is called, but I do not know. Maybe it's blue lace agate. I do not know. Check my phone real quick. This is snowflake obsidian. I know for sure what this is. I'm not sure what you could work with astrologically with this, but I mean, again, that's what I want to look into. And I'm looking on books on stuff, and I have one, but it's not really what I have one book on like astrology, the zodiac, and the stones, and I'm like, it's not really what I'm looking for. I'm pretty sure I could find other stuff, but anyways. Now these are the rocks that I really like to work with. I prefer to have, if I'm gonna find a rock, I'm either gonna want it like this or like this, more handheld, and are gonna have a presence in a hand, you know. I feel like these are good for like putting in a little bag or having as a little gift, as a little something in there that's very handy. But these are much more, I think, for holding and just a more tactile experience. Speaking of, before I move on, I don't know what this one is. It might be citrine. It might be a type of obsidian. Just because of how sharp it feels and how it looks, it's giving a shard of obsidian, but I don't think so. I don't know what this could be. I have no idea what this could be. Just because, and I only say obsidian just because of how sharp it feels on like where it just feels like it was like broken off or chipped off, you know. But like how this part is, like it was definitely cut off from a rock, from a body of rock already. So I'm not sure. I doubt this is how it grew. Unlike, you know, like quartz crystal will grow like this from the rock. The rock that it grows off of has an actual name, a proper name to it, but I cannot remember what it's called. But yeah, this I'm not sure. Maybe it does grow this way, but I like how it feels. On the smooth sides, it feels really glassy. It feels really nice. But again, these parts though feel really sharp. So yeah. Moving on though. The biggest piece, I'm gonna say these two are the biggest, but this one's probably bigger. Not sure. This is my first piece of labradorite. I always wanted a piece of labradorite, and I went to a little farmer's market thing, and there was this guy selling rocks and stones and all that, and I saw he had a nice palm size of, well, not palm, I guess it's a palm stone of labradorite, and I said, finally some labradorite, because it's honestly probably one of the most popular stones as well, with selenite and onyx and other stones that I think are more in the mainstream new age spheres. Here is some blue apatite that my sister got me as a gift. I think it was for one of my birthdays, but yeah, it's one of my favorite blue rocks. I love the blue stone on it. I just love how it looks. I love the shape of it. I like how it's also voluminous. It has presence, you know. Next is a piece of sodalite here that I got at all these I got together. Not this one though. We'll come back to them later. This was, I think, another gift from, I don't know who, but it's a chevron amethyst is what it's called. And yeah, I it's beautiful, I think. And the one piece of amethyst that I have confirmed in my collection. I feel like amethyst should be more expensive than what it is, but I think it just depends on the quality, like the purity of the color, how clear it is, and all that. I had a good piece of amethyst as well, but it was very long, thin pieces of coming out of this little stone, out of this little rock. But yeah, but anyways, I think I sold it. I sold it to someone, if I'm not mistaken. So this is some sodalite. Again, I like the blue stones. Blue is I think a very divine color. I think there's a lot of importance to blue, and blue occurs so rarely in nature, and it is a thing that one of the few places that you could find blue was under the earth in rocks and stones, like with sodalite and lapis lazuli right here. No, drop. And with what's it called? Turquoise as well. But turquoise kind of is, let's be real. People like to call it its own color, but it's a blue. This is an opalite, right? Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Again, I think this one works just like selenite, very dreamy, very lunar energy. These are the greenish stones. Here's bloodstone, which I knew was one that I kind of wanted to have my hands on, just because of its connection to Aries and Mars. I knew that was like one that for sure was connected to astrological stuff. This is emerald. And doesn't really look like it, but yeah, it's not a very pure emerald, but it's I guess, but it's there. It's emerald. And then this is green aventurine. So yeah, that's all for those. I think on my desk that's all of them except for these. This is, I get a better, no. I don't want to handle it too much. Like I said, it's lead. Because I want to leave it for the end, because I don't want to like touch it and then be touching my face, because lead poisoning. So these here are unpolished stones. I believe I figured out what this stone's name was, but I cannot remember it for the life of me. If anybody knows what it is, let me know. Please let me know. But here, there's again, same thing. Learned the name, forgot it. I believe these might be quartz or rose quartz here. I want to polish them. I want to get them polished. I kind of started doing it, and they kind of got softened a bit with like sandpaper and all that. But I ended up, I was like, you know what, I think I'm going to get a tumbler and put them in there and have them tumbled a bit and polish them that way. And yeah, but I'm not sure what these stones are. Some of them, a majority of them, I have no idea what these are. Like this one I know is going to be cool when it's polished, but I do not know its name. And you can see that because of the white powder of me sanding it kind of like obstructed what it could be. I know there's jadeite in here. One of these is jadeite. I'm not sure. This for sure is red jasper. I know that for a fact. And then this is sodalite. And then this one I'm not sure what this is. But I do like this blue streak it has right here. Really cool, and I really can't wait because it goes around here as well. But and it's gonna look really cool when it's polished. This is a very delicate stone. I know that like polishing it was very easy to polish because of how soft it was, but I cannot remember what it's called. I could be wrong. It may be just an orange version of this thing. I could be wrong. Just because of how it looks, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Just because of how chunky, how it looks like it's composed of a bunch of stuff. I don't know. This is probably one of my biggest ones too, but we'll get to him later. I don't know what these are. I don't know what these are. I think this might be the jadeite. I could be wrong. This is one that when I was starting to polish all of these, I forgot about him because they came in like a little set of like raw stones, and I was like, oh, that's cool. But I'm like, I would like them a little more polished, please. And he's pretty, you know, glittering like that, but I would like to see your details more clearly. I don't know. I don't want you raw. I want you refined, you know. This one too, I'm not sure what this is. And I think I just might have found this on a riverbed, or it was a gift to me. I don't know where I got this thing. Don't at me. I don't know. I have no idea. But what it is, I would like to know. I don't think I polished it. No, I didn't try polishing this at all. It might be just some quartz, maybe. I have no idea. No idea. Which kind of goes to show my expertise on in the realm of stones and crystals. But I have some knowledge, but not as much as I would like. You know. Oh, and then I didn't show you this one. This is the darkest piece of galena that I have right here. There's a little pyramid. Again, probably the most unique pieces that I have. And it's dark colors, and yeah, you can see the galena has that square pattern going on it. That cubic square pattern. The same with this piece as well. This is a very big piece. I just thought it was so cool how cubic it looked growing out like that. So yeah, I don't know what. I don't want to touch anything else now that I really handled those because lead. Yeah, I don't know what else there is to say. I think that's all the stones. If I forgot any, oops. But yeah, let me know, what stones do you guys have? Oh, I'm very tired. And how do you work with stones and your cards? I know some people will have their decks out and they'll put a stone on top of the decks to kind of energetically like prepare them for work, you know, or something. And sometimes some people will use them with their pick a card or their pick a stack readings that people do. But for the most part, I don't really like doing those. And usually I'll I have my little sacred altar woo-woo space that I pull a card, I have it set there, and I'll move away some stones that I'm like, okay, these stones don't really match with this. I'm gonna put these other stones there instead that are gonna match with what the card is depicting, what it means, and the astrological energies with it. Like if I get like the world or a very Saturnian card, I'm going to put this black egg there, or the galena stones, or I'm not sure what else. But those for sure. Or if I get a very solar deck there, I probably put this and this there as well. Or any lunar cards, obviously selenite is going to be on there. It just depends. Just depends on the vibe of it. But yeah. Thank you all for watching. Let me know how you guys work with stones and crystals and whatnot. And what stones do you think are lacking in my collection? Because I do know that I do want some more. I want to start collecting more rocks. I used to when I was younger, but fell out of it when I discovered tarot, and I liked tarot and books. But I think now I'm like, okay, I want some rocks. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment your favorite stones, which ones, what, you know, and also sources as well. I kind of brushed over this as well, but not really. I didn't even bring it up. I should mention this. But that's the ethics of mining and sourcing crystals and stones and all that, which is a big issue, which is why I also hesitate from buying a lot, especially from like new age shops, because you need to check where those come from. I unfortunately didn't with like those palm stones that I got, like the lapis lazuli, the sodalite, the aventurine, the bloodstone, the opalite, those ovular little palm stones. those I don't really check up. But you know, and I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't know. I don't know how ethically sourced they are, and that is something I want to make sure of. But I'm not. I need to check up on the websites and shops that do sell stones if I am going to order some, and get stones from there if I'm going to get any more. So yeah, because we don't want to you know, there's a lot to discuss about that, not only like the work ethics, the ethical sourcing, but also there's an also ecological aspect to the stones, to mining and all that. It's a whole mess to discuss. So yeah. Oh, and also these are tiger's eye, onyx, and I want to say this is jasper. I want to say this is red jasper. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Like I said, comment down below what are your favorite stones. What stones do you think I should add to my collection, and how do you work with stones and tarot, and stones and astrology and whatnot? You know, I'm curious. I would like to know. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.